Alright, welcome to this Eeveesode number 26. It's been quite a while since I recorded a video. Basically I started a branded channel that I probably will finish up next year. But we're having a break with the Monday streams from Pablo. So I thought I'd just make a video about the stuff I noticed in Blender 2.8 so far. Now that we are in beta release. So that's really nice, and what I will do today is just go through some of the tools and the add-ons, the awesome add-ons that are finally getting upgraded to Blender 2.8, which has been something I've been waiting for, to do this like final pushover to 2.8, that I need some of my daily add-ons, and when doing that I've found out some more add-ons that I didn't use. One I can mention is machine tools from Mr. Machine with a number 3 instead of E. So first of all, you can get it on Gumroad. I'm probably gonna put all the links in the comments or the description, and you guys can leave comments with add-ons that has been ported to 2.8. But machine tools was one of those nice add-ons that I thought that like I'm not really gonna have to use this one because I have a lot of my own pie menus, but it was a really happy coincidence that I found it really useful, so I would show that one. But let's jump into Blender. Gonna open up Blender here and in full screen, and I'm sorry if it's gonna flash a bit. It seems like with the new Blender 2.8, sometimes when you're recording, there are some glitches, especially when you're compiling shaders. It could be that that it's done on the GPU, and I'm encoding on the GPU, so it's not entirely Blender's fault. But look at this, how amazing doesn't our viewport look now? So this is the first aspect of the machine tool I want to address, the shader menu. So you've got a lot of settings here that which you don't have to jump up to these menus and stuff like that, and it's really nice when working like immersive in full screen like this, which I hope is going to be one big feature of Blender 2.8, that you have all your tools ready at hand and you can just work on the task in full screen and be really immersive. That's I've seen some people mention it on streams and stuff like that. That is really a nice feature. So you can toggle on and off overlays. You can go into look dev. It's probably gonna flash a bit, and you can go into render also. So oh yeah, goddamn Eevee. I mean, this is the big game changer for me. Now we only need like Unity materials and Unreal material shader groups, then we are set. I'm just gonna make a new file here. Let's see, can we alright, guess you can see the settings now. So this is machine tool. Another one I'm gonna show is we have box cutter also being ported over to 2.8. Some features are missing, but yeah, it's a really nice add-on from Master C on 1001. You probably know about him by now. Hard ops also from Master, and yeah, an entire team of developers or contributors. Hard ops is a really nice add-on, which brings up some of the stuff with the UI I wish Blender could adapt. So these are the add-ons I'm just gonna quickly show. So first of all, we have box cutter, and it's just a Boolean cutting tool with a lot of nice feature that you can explore. You have arrays. And stuff like that. And one thing I really like with, let's see, oh no, not quit. So one tiny feedback to the box cutter team or the Hard-Ops team is that if you have a custom font, which I have, it would be really nice if these overlays were a bit more adaptive to the font or the text field size. And one other thing that's really nice is this mirror tool, which I think is a really nice heads-up display in the 3D viewport. I really like this approach where you can just mirror over on the axis and stuff like that. And I guess these three are just, yeah, it's if it's gonna be a modifier and or if it's gonna actually do it on the mesh. So that was just quickly about box cutter, which you can play with forever. And you have like a circular tool also, and you can do this, yeah, it's the mirror modifier. You can also do this kind of slice cuts if you press X, which cuts a new shape. Yeah, anyway, I didn't want to show it too much. That's just one of the, or two of the add-ons from the Hard-Ops team that are working. And back to the machine tools. One of the really nice feature I like with that one is that you can make your like a material collection or a world scene also. I guess that's for the world settings, but I'm not using it. I don't change that much in Blender. I just have a HDRI from Unreal Engine, the courtyard one, and that's enough for me. But maybe in the future I'm gonna do it. But we can open up my material scene. Hopefully. It takes a while. There we are. So it's just one of my shader balls. I shared it on Twitter, but I guess the link is dead because it was via WeTransfer. But the idea is that you can just I think I have too many shaders actually here, but you can make a small library to quickly apply. I'm using the triplanar box projection, so it doesn't really matter how you unwrap. You get some errors on some of the materials here, but it works pretty sweet. So you press Ctrl S to get up this save menu, which is really nice. I would like to have GLTF, export and import here, since it's one of the official add-ons bundled with Blender 2.8 since the beta. But we can just apply one of the materials here. Go into look there so you can actually see it. And since it's a triplanar box projection, it doesn't matter how you edit. It's just gonna re-project the texture, which gives you the ability to do stuff like this, which is really, that should be a laser cut. Okay, I'm using a wake compensator, so maybe that's, oh, it doesn't want to laser cut. But yeah, this is really nice. This is gonna be probably some of the features I'm really gonna be most happy about 2.8. This is the viewport and the look of it, and the speed in general. So you can do whatever hard-up thingy you want to, and quickly throw some materials on it. We can go to industrial tactile, and this is not really that super nice way of changing it, but you can do like that. Just change the texture space size, and let's see how it looks. I got some weird shading on it, because most of these are taken from Substance Painter repository on texture.com, so I think I have to tweak them a bit to make them work a bit better in Blender. But still, it's really nice to just to be able to chew on some materials, and some of them are not. I guess I get some render, issues with some of them, so I have to figure out why. It hasn't thrown any errors, so I don't really know why it behaves like this, but we'll probably explore it and bug report. So that's some of the nicer stuff. If we jump into the nodes, why don't you want to jump into the node? I'm using left click select now, and I have actually bug report this. You can't shift click on another node to add to selection. You go into this reroute mode, which is a bit annoying. But I have a bug reported, hopefully they fix it. And when you box select and press G, you can actually grab a couple of nodes, but you can't left click drag after you box select. You have to click G, and I have to check if that's a bug or not. And some of the new tools are really nice. Actually, if we go into front mode, Alt C for the transparency, or X-ray is really nice. Shift C for wireframe, also really nice. But let's be in transparent mode. And one thing that's also kind of awesome with the machine tools is that you can merge vertices with Shift 1. That's at center, and if you just select them and press 1, it merges at the last. So that actually has speed up a lot of modeling for me, so I'm happy with those changes. You get a new tab menu, but you can disable and enable whatever features you want, which is really nice because sometimes you have your own setup. One thing that I like is this spin tool. So we've enabled the 3D cursor. You can actually see where I'm clicking, but I'm clicking with Shift right select. I actually don't like to see my 3D cursor. I don't really think we need it anymore, because we can just do like this. Shift right click select, and just click and drag to use the active tool, and we got some new nice widgets here, courtesy of Campbell Bardon, I think. So yeah, this is really nice. Nice quick ways to create stuff, and I really like the visual overlay for some of the tools. Like this one with the extrude spin rotate, or extrude rotate, what it's just called spin now. One thing that struck me that I don't know if I'm gonna bug report or not is the rotation tool. So the feature I really like with this is the visual overlay when you rotate, that you can see the angle. And if you hold control, you can see the like incremental degrees of rotation. I think this is a really nice feature to have, but it's missing when you just press R to rotate. So I don't have the visual angle changes, and if I hold control, I don't get those increment notches. So I've been thinking if I should bug report it or not. Maybe this is like for the beginners or like the newcomers that using the rotate tool, they can actually see that stuff. And like usually you just go like this. If you've been using Blender for a while, you don't really have to see those stuff, but it could actually be a nice feature since it's been coded. I think this looks really nice, and I wish it were in the rotate, but I guess it's not a bug report, it's more of a feature report, and I have to think about if I want to file one of those on DevTalk or not. I guess depends how people are using it. Yeah, we got all this RIP stuff using it as it should. I actually don't. Okay, yeah. So you just click select and click drag. Okay, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. We have another spin duplicate, but it's more or less as it has been. Oh crap. So let's put this one here and just... it's really nice. Looks really nice actually. This widget tool. Another thing I noticed is that let's make a new scene. Let's go into sculpt mode. Yeah. Flood fill this one. Takes a while for to compute. I can actually jump into my only workspace so far for sculpting. So yeah, we have a couple of brushes here. I actually have more brushes that I can see, which kind of annoys me that something has happened in 2.8. So it seems like it's sorting the brushes here depending on the on this like color sorting over here. I guess it's if it's drawing or if it's also if it's adding. Let's go to clay tubes and press B and check all the... I only get these two, probably the only two additives. So this kind of annoys me. It would be nice if it didn't do this sorting, or if, because I have a lot of brushes I can't really get to anymore. They're probably under a different category. So this is something I haven't seen in when you texture paint. I can open an old file. No, okay, I don't have it in the quick menu. It's some on some disk. But if we just quickly go into texture paint, okay. Why, God, okay. No, okay, it has stopped working. Image editor, paint. Change this one to just a diffuse. God, I have to change that so they don't close. And usually it's just jumping in between modes. Okay. Huh. Okay. All right. It's probably gonna show up when I go into no. Okay. Usually you can paint in solid mode. You see the texture unshaded. But the sorting here of these brushes doesn't happen as in Sculpt, which is kind of confusing why it's happening in Sculpt mode but not in Paint mode. Yeah, I think it should work like this, that you can see all the brushes you have, or we should probably make some kind of collection for brushes also. That would be nice. So far that's the only missing parts I've noted so far for 2.8. There are probably more stuff with rigging and stuff. That's weird by 2 different object modes. But yeah, so far it's really nice. It's the viewport is way faster, at least for me. I guess it's, if you have older graphic cards, it could be that it's not you don't experience it as being faster than 2.79, but it's getting more stable also and more fun to work with 2.8 all the times. So I'm guessing that's a really quick Eeveesodes about some add-ons and tools I've noticed. Yeah, I wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and if you celebrate something else, happy whatever. Because I'm probably won't make more videos until Christmas. Maybe if there's some new Eevee feature that gets added as a early Christmas present, I will probably cover it. But until then, do download the new beta on builder.blender.org. And I actually noticed that if it gets stuck, you can go into the BuildBot like backend and select the builds and which brands and just force build a new build. Sometimes it gets stuck. I try it every day almost, but some days I don't have that much time using it. I just check it out. And the feature or the theme I'm using in Blender, you can get it on DevTalk. I will probably host it soon, as soon as I can iron out every color variation that has been added since since the beta. So I have to just go through it, but I would share my theme more publicly. But there's a thread on DevTalk about themes, and there's a link there where you can download it. So yeah, that's it. Happy blending, and hopefully we'll see some more feature before everybody goes on holiday breaks. Bye.